Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. My name is Amirah Balkis binti Nur Azman and my matric number is 273089. Do you ever go into a situation when you had the timetable but not being able to follow the timetable? If yes, you have been found the right things that can help you to organize your thoughts and be more disciplined than before. Retrospective also can be understood as looking forward, which means rather than we focus on time for a specific subject, we will focus on the subject more than the specific times. For me, as a student who love to join many activities in my university, time is always like money for me. Sometimes I am not be able to continue my studying because I do not feel like it. For example, studying my philosophy when my body is entirely exhausted after handling a program? Absolutely no. Other than that, we as university students are also aware about topics that we need to cover for every subject that we take in university. So, with this timetable, we can improve this situation and indirectly improve our understanding of the subject. For today, I will inform about the benefits using retrospective revision timetables. The three benefits using the retrospective revision timetables are encouraging study, can prepare for unexpected events, and not miss any topic. Let's start with encourage study. Firstly, the benefits using a retrospective timetable is we can encourage ourselves to study. According to Ali Abdal 2019, a retrospective timetable is a way for us to plan our schedule by starting with a list of subjects and topics that we have compiled through scoping our subject. This can help us to study in a relaxed manner. I take a situation when on one fine day, I woke up happily, having my breakfast with my family and have a great day. And I decided to work on my mathematics on that day. If I using a common timetables, I could be tied up with some specific subject that I don't feel to do it that day. And if we see this kind of situation, it can be solved just by using the retrospective timetable. This is because retrospective timetables are focused to what I want to do instead of what I need to do. It can prevent us from feeling an urgent need to do it. This also can encourage us to keep studying without thinking about strict periods on some subjects. Other than that, this retrospective timetable is easy to handle by just using Google spreadsheet that can be opened whenever and wherever we want. For further understanding, we can just make the timetables by creating 2 columns and create 2 rows, depends on the topics. For example, for today, you want to study history, just go to the timetables and write the date beside the subject history. This also will help you to track how many times you had reviewed about certain subject. This will lead us to the next point, not missing any topics. Secondly, the benefits using retrospective timetables, we will not missing any topics throughout our subject. I am sure that most of us not exactly understand all the topics that covered in our subject throughout even in one semester. Let me help you to revise what we had done for a semester in university. For example, you need to take about 6 subjects for one semester to complete your credits. One subject had 11 topics to be covered, and when we multiply it, we need to cover 66 topics. Can you imagine? You need to spend all your 6 months to cover all the topics for you to get the flying colors result. So, how do we need to keep in track? This is the answer. Instead of we see the period that must follow, we track the topics by writing date besides it, which can give you early awareness about topics that come cleaned without being reviewed by you. Besides, using this Google spreadsheet you can mark whether you had understood or not the topics. This will help you to track whether you need to revise it again or not. I will give an example of mine. I had used some highlighter throughout my timetables, which I categorized into 3 levels, which is hard, moderate, and easy. So, for hard, I use red color to show that I never understood the topics, which make the yellow color is for moderate, that being able to told me that I need to revise the topics again. And lastly, I use green to mark it as easy, and I can just let it be for a while and concentrate for the others. When I go through all the topics again and again, the highlighter will change into the different color as I understood the topics more than before. Unexpected events can be happen anytime, and this is the one of the benefit when we use retrospective revision timetables. According to Ali Abdal, we can see the difference of this kind of timetables and a common timetables as we throw back for a while when we used to practice the regular timetables that direct us a certain period for a certain subject. What if one day when you open your mathematics books and suddenly get an urgency call regarding of some emergency from one of your family members? All that left is miserable on your schedule for that day. So what I am agree here is through this kind of timetables, it will be more convenient and flexible, thus can help you whenever you need some adjustment on the time. To clarify this scenario, let me give you the example how to use timetables can work in this situation. For example, you always studying on Saturday morning till noon, which makes a perfect time and environment for you to studying, and on 3 October 2020, you need to go back to your hometown for an event. So there will be no date for that day in the timetables. Hence, you will realize that you are not studying for that week and indirectly remind you to study on the next day. This will help you to not only keep track for when or what are you studying, but also can give you some sort of flexible timetables. So, for me, this kind of timetables give me an opportunity for me to adjust and flexible my timetables whenever and wherever that I have an emergency or urgency call that I need to keep going and do not do my revisions. Studying is a sort of activity that can be done various ways. It is up to us to choose a perfect and suitable way for our daily life. It can be this way are not suitable for some people that are really stick to the schedule and may not comfortable to change it away. But for some people, throughout this benefit using retrospective timetables like encouraging studying, can prepare for unexpected events and not missing any topics, can change your mindset and be a better person. So, with this information about a different types of timetables, I hope it will give some sort of new thoughts and knowledge regarding management and timetables for you. So, please keep trying and do not be scared to try this kind of timetables. So, that's all for today. Thank you for lending me your ears to listen to what I want to share with you for this day. I hope I can give you many more informations in my next video. Thank you for watching.